because that's what's happening at the moment. There is so much going on in your life, so many changes happening, so much uncertainty that we get drawn into it and swept away. So, what we need to do right now in order to have peace, in order to have clarity, and in order to experience freedom is to master the art of arriving and staying at the 0 point. What is the 0 point? I want you to imagine that we're in a cyclone. And in this cyclone, there's so much activity, there's so much going on, there's so much change, there's so much grief, there's so much sadness, there's so much anger, there's so much. But right in the center of that cyclone, there is nothing. It's complete neutrality, it's complete stillness, and there is no story. So it reminded me of yesterday when I went to get my car filled with petrol at a petrol station. And when I went in to pay, there was a lady that came in who was talking to herself, and she walked right in front of the person behind the counter, took some earpods out of a box and just took them, and she was completely like, she didn't care who saw her, who didn't. And the man just shouted at her, put that back, put that back. Of course she didn't, she just walked out. And I watched it all really from this point of, I'm watching a movie. I was watching what he was doing, I was watching what she was doing. I felt like she and he were not in my movie, I was just watching a separate movie. And she was in her own world, and he was just like, here we go again. He wasn't disturbed, he wasn't annoyed. And when I spoke to him about it later, he said, well, I was just glad that she didn't take more than one thing. The police won't do anything about it. It's all over Melbourne. And so I felt in that moment when I was watching this lady just walk in and steal something from that shop, that I wasn't part of it, that I was just watching it from a distance. It was like it was just a story. But when we are at the 0 point, there is no story. There's nothing. It's complete stillness and it's complete freedom. We don't have to try to be there. We all automatically are there. And so what we are asked to master right now is that whatever is going on around us, that we know who we are, and that we know that we are playing in this simulated game that is called life on planet Earth, and that we're here to experience everything, but we're here to master the experience by staying in our center. That's what we are asked to do, by staying in our center. So how do we stay in our center? It's something that everybody already has, and it's free. It's our breath. So whenever you find that you are getting shaken away from your center, just stop and take a nice big breath in, hold it, and then really slow, just breathe it out really slow. And you're going to feel your whole body relax. And so what needs to happen is that we need to get that phone and put it down. We need to be mindful before we put the next thing in our mouth to eat. We need to notice what our body is feeling when somebody says something to us, because these are all energies that we are consuming. What we eat, what we think, who we surround ourselves with, what we're watching. And so when you decide that you will master this lifetime on earth, then you need to get very mindful about the choices that you're making throughout the day. Every person in the Western world, I would bet, has some sort of issue with the phone. And if it's not every person, it's most people. I know that I do. That how many times do you pick up that bloody phone and check for nothing? Check what the time is, check if there's a message, check if you've got an email, check what's on social media. So all of that is just taking us away from the truth of our center point, the 0 point. And so that's why I am now running breath of bliss ceremonies. And they're not guided meditations, they're not mindfulness techniques. They're so powerful because all you need is your earphones, all you need is an eye mask and 2 hours of your time in your house, in your room, and I'm going to take you through a very powerful journey where you arrive at that center point and how you actually stay there. And the beauty about it is it's not me that's going to be doing the teaching, it's something greater than me. Because when we're playing this high frequency music, I'm able to channel exactly what it is that you need to hear in that moment to take you and to connect you to your center point so that you attain freedom, where there is no story, where there is no, oh, this is a bad thing and this is a good thing, or that's a bad person and this is a good person. It's your center point. Whatever's going on around you can be spinning around you, but you are right in the center of that cyclone. And that, my friends, is where we need to master right now, is this center point. How can we keep our center no matter what is said to us, no matter what happens to us, no matter how much money we've got in the bank, no matter what's going on, we still keep our center. Because in that center is where we're connected to a higher source. It's from that center that we are able to open and receive the channel of what our birthright is, which is to be connected to something way greater than us. And that gives us the clarity to take our next step and to live our mission fully on this earth. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Otherwise, the link to my next ceremony is down below. It's going to be absolutely epic and miraculous. Sending you so much love.